Double penetration.
I love GPs.
Like double penetration.
Some double penetration.
Double penetration on your own with some solo play.
Hello, and welcome to the Double Penetration Podcast. Here are your hosts, Creep and Steel.
Hey there, oh there, how you doing? It's Creep, and he's still bringing you Double Penetration Podcast, Volume 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 48.
44. I'm fucking sitting here
44.
dancing. Fucking putting up the fours like the four horsemen used
That's
to
why I
back
was
in
like,
the
do I add
WCW
them
days.
to 8, or what do I do?
Woo! Four horsemen style, baby. Ooh, I just got an Apple Watch
I had a
notification.
dream.
What'd you have a dream about?
Huh?
What'd you have a dream
I
about?
had a dream about the start of the show.
Yeah?
In my dream, I just kept re-saying it in a bunch of different ways. It was really weird. Like, I don't know why I had a dream about that.
Saying like what? Your little intro?
Yeah, like just the intro. Like, I just kept repeating it like a million different ways.
Sometimes
It was really weird.
Like when I was doing the Chris Steele program, I would try to come off like, all cool, but I ended up just, sounding stupid. So you can't ever really plan anything.
Every day, so whatever.
Well, whatever.
Whatever
you say.
Whatever I say is that you should go follow your friend, Mr. Chris Steele, on Twitter at Mr. Chris Steele. That's MrKristeel.
Yes, and you can go follow Creep Queen at CreepXQueen on Twitter, and you can go to her website, creepqueen.com, and get all sorts of cool merch. She's got some smut. I'm sure she's got some panties for sale, maybe some squirt juice. She may have been beating that pussy up this past week. I don't know, but let's go there and find out together, friends. creepqueen.com.
Whoop whoop! Wow, this is like just how it went in my dream, like flawlessly, like fucking amazing. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe we are in the Matrix, and this is
like,
all
what the
just
fuck?
a computer
Oh my
program.
god, I was listening to the people across the street last night, and like literally, like everything they were saying was like giving me fucking life. Like, I wrote it all down in case I was dreaming, but I wasn't.
So you wrote it down because why?
Because it was like shit that like I think about like all the time, that like I can't really like have deep conversations with people because most people in my life are like not deep at all. Do you know what I mean? They're like I love them all, but there's just like very few people I can have like deep conversations with. And I was like really tired, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, so I was like, is this real? But he was like, what if your dreams are just all of your past lives meeting together? And I was like, damn, like that's deep. Like, what the fuck?
I've had,
and then they just kept having this conversation.
like, I mean, we can go down this rabbit hole for a little bit at least.
I love that shit.
Because, like, I've had thoughts where, how, like, I've had dreams that felt super real. And I can't remember my theory about dreams, but, like, when you have, like, when, like, you're laying down and you feel like you're falling and then you wake up suddenly?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that that's your subconscious waking up into a different, like, dimension of yourself.
That's fucking dope. I love that.
And so then, like, I also had thought that in your dream, when you're dreaming, all that shit's real and it's all happened. However, it's just happened to you in different dimensions.
Yes. I've had very similar thoughts and similar conversations. Like, I'm all over the place right now. I'm sorry. Like, clearly you can tell, like, none of you guys can see this, but I feel like I'm, like, very, like, jumpy and, like, jittery and, like, fucking, like... I feel like that's how my brain is, too.
Yeah?
Do you feel me?
I feel you, dogs. I feel you on a spiritual level because, like, I've had, like, just, like, a lot of conversations like some people would be like, oh, these are like stoner conversations. And no, not true.
No,
I don't think they're
like-
stoner conversations. I just think when you have conversations like this, whether if you're like sober, you're just like on a whole different level mentally.
Yeah.
Like-
That's me all the fucking time. I can't have these fucking conversations with anybody. Well,
It's like-
two people.
It's like my mind is on like an astro plane flying through the cosmos.
Like all the fucking time. But yeah, I feel all my dreams feel real. Or like I have like lately I've been having like all these things where like this sounds so stupid, but like these visions. And then like it's true. Like literally though. As I'm wearing my Roswell shirt, hootie hoo. No, like it's been like a thing lately. Like that's always been a thing, but it's been like popping up like more and more and more and more. Like it's wild. Super nuts. But my dreams always feel real. And then I have a hard time like defining like real life and like dreams, but like it's all a fucking probably simulation anyway. So like who gives a fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, for the last 2 shows, I've talked about winning the lottery and dreaming and daydreaming about it. And I believe that I have won the lottery because if I'm following my theory that dreams are yourself in just different dimensions, then I have won the lottery. So I'm a lottery winner.
That's pretty dope.
So.
I think I've always been like garbage.
Why? Did you always have garbage ass dreams?
I'm pretty sure I've like always been garbage. Did I tell you about my past life experience?
No, you have not. Hold on. Let's go back to this. Sorry.
Ew. I never told you about it?
No, let's hear it.
Okay, so like when I was like really, really, really young, like could barely talk. I didn't say this.
No. I mean, you
But
may
I
have, but I mean,
Huh?
you may have, but that was maybe a different dimension.
Oh, whoa.
You know?
So when I was like really, really, really young, like 4 or 3, like whatever, like when I first started talking, like me and my mom were driving in the car and I was like, I miss my mom. And she was like, okay, like, hey, like, like, I'm right here. And I was like, no, like, I know that you're my mom now, but I miss my other mom. And my mom was like, I'm intrigued. And she just kept like feeding into it. And I was
Right.
like telling her about this whole past life I had, about how like my mom had cancer and like was in the hospital, and I like stayed at the hospital with her like day and night, but like she died from like, how would I know this at like 3? Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't fucking know what cancer is and shit like that.
Well, maybe you were watching like a very special Family Matters or a very special like Full House.
At
and-
like 3, like no.
Well, I don't know.
And then like I was talking to her about like my dad and my brother and like how much I love my dad, and like my brother was like older and like this and that, and then like how they died and like all this like crazy fucking shit. Like it was fucking wild.
Yeah. I definitely would say you're on a whole nother level.
Like it was wild.
I think you've talked about that, but you never really like. I don't think we really dove
But
into
that's like
it.
a thing. Like that's like a thing where like kids like tell you about their past fucking lives and shit. Like
Yeah. I may have even said this on the air too. My sister-in-law, when she was probably 3 or 4 years old, like right around the same age as you, everybody was telling her, your name is this, and she kept saying, no, that's not my name. My name is Kelly DeKoshi. She even
Like,
had a
that's
last name.
crazy.
Yeah, she kept saying, no, that's not my name. My name's Kelly DeKoshi. And
like
so,
what a specific fucking
Yeah.
name. Like what the fuck? Like
And
it's so crazy.
And so we've tried Googling and Facebooking, like
Yeah.
all these different ways how to spell Kelly and Kelly DeKoshi, and it was just like, man, we can't find anything. But it was weird. Like when my wife told me that story, and with my sister-in-law, I was like, God, that's crazy, but that's kind of cool.
It's so nuts. Like I so believe in that shit. Like I hella believe in that shit. Like I don't know when or where or how, but like it's just one of those things. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like when you think, like there's always like the innocence of children to where they can see like ghosts and spirits and stuff like
oh
that.
yeah, me my whole life.
So yeah.
No, literally.
But like your cat's just
He's tripping.
jungle gymming with your couch again.
Like literally every time he's like, "Pay attention to me!
Yeah.
Pay attention to me!" Like.
Meow. Fucking zooming all over the place. But I don't know. Your
We're
cat
talking about
distracted
ghosts
me.
and spirits.
Oh yeah. So I mean people will say that children have, vivid imaginations and stuff like that, but there's been stories where kids have told, like, oh yeah, I talked to Grandpa and he was wearing this and this and he looked like this and this, and then the parents are like, oh, that's just how my dad looked and he died before he was born. So I don't know.
I believe all that shit, but I've seen a lot of shit. But then, like, in my head, because, like, nobody ever fucking believes me, like, ever. Like, it's very hard to find anybody to, like, believe me. They're like, yeah, okay, like, you're fucking crazy, like, whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, have I always seen shit? Or, like, am I schizophrenic? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I just don't fucking know. You know what I mean? And there's, like, no way to know. Like, I know everything I've seen and experienced is real. Like, you just know, like, what's real and what's not fucking real. Like, I am mindful and rational enough to be like, okay, like, that's my mind playing tricks on me, or like, I hella just saw that. Do you know what I mean?
Right. I think if you were to go to like a therapist or a psychologist or something like that, they would be like, oh yeah, you definitely have mental problems. But I mean, I don't know. I think like real life experiences and everything like that, it's hard to gauge to what's, like really had happened or what's just like mentally and kind of like all in your head. I don't know. There's smarter people than I that are, writing books, and here I am on a podcast talking about something I really don't know much about.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's hard. Like, do you not believe in ghosts and stuff like that?
Oh, no,
like,
I do. Full on. I've had full on experiences of ghosts, and every time I've tried to bring it up, you're like, no, I don't want to talk about it. It's scary.
Because I can't. Like, because it's like...
Well, because it's
very intense for me. Like, it's so intense for me because, like, it's something that, like...
Well, I mean, we are close to
the more
Halloween.
I talk about it, the stupider I'm gonna fucking sound. But, like, whatever. I just said stupider, so, like, that's me in a nutshell. Like...
Stupider.
Well,
I mean,
stupider.
They say, like, the best way to get over things is to talk about it and to listen.
No. Like, it just fucks with me more. Like...
So I can't tell you some cool ass like paranormal stories?
Like, not now. Like, now's not a good time in my life to, like, share these things. like maybe in a couple days or, like, a month or something. But, like, now's, like, just gonna, like.
Well, like, what's scary to you? A ghost
it's
little
not
kid?
Scary. It's not, like, scary. It's not like, oh, my God, like, I'm scared. Like, when? Like, it's something, like...
I'm triggered.
If it's something I deal with, like, every fucking day, and I'm, like, trying to not deal with it, and I'm, like, trying to, like, not feel things or see things or experience things, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
The more I talk about it, the more I'm going to be, like, brought into that mindset and, like, that
so what if
reality of things, and, like, I am trying to, like, avoid that at all fucking costs right now. Like,
so what if I say this? It involves my mom washing her car and hearing a little girl. And
no,
that
like,
was
I don't want
not
to talk
there.
about that right now. Like, no, it's not a good time in my life. Like, I don't care if she was like something funny. Like, I can't right now. Like, I fucking cannot. Like,
she was like, "Damn, Mrs. Steele, your ass is big."
Like, I would still be like, "Oh my God, shut the fuck up."
Ah, shit.
That's so funny.
Well, Creep's
You know what
eating
I mean,
donuts. I know I do. I was telling everybody you're eating donuts.
Oh yeah.
I'm jealous.
I'm so pissed I didn't just get the ones I wanted. Like, I had to get the Halloween ones, like, for the aesthetic. Like, I couldn't just, like, get the kind of donuts that I like. Like, what the fuck?
Well, what kind of donuts do you like? Because I'm particular to, like, the custard-filled ones.
I love those. Like, I love Boston creams. I fucking love those. And I also just love, like, a regular fucking donut with, like, chocolate frosting. I
like the chocolate frosting and,
too.
like, the yellow cake donut on the inside. Like by Entenmann's or some bullshit or Hostess.
Yeah, no, I don't love those.
I fucking love those. Like, you can get the mini ones, the big ones, does not matter.
If I'm high, I like those. But, like, in life, like, no.
Nah, I love that shit. Like when I was younger, like, sweets I never really cared about, and then I started getting high, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of understand why people like sweets. But I can't eat sweets unless it's certain things. Like, I can crush the shit out of gummy bears and fucking Reese's peanut butter cups and Snickers peanut butter bars without being stoned, right? But if I'm high, get out of town. Look out.
I feel you. I never liked sweets either. And now, like, I used to fucking hate chocolate specifically, and now, like, chocolate, like, put it all in my face, my vagina, my asshole, like, all over my body. Like, ew. I don't give a fuck. Like, and I'm on my period right now, so, like, everything is like, yes. Like, give it all to me right now.
I remember one time you put out a video and you were like dripping vanilla ice cream all over your ass, and I told you to use chocolate and you said it wouldn't look good. And I was like, oh yeah.
Because like I will never forget, like there was a time like I did this like paint show, right? But I used like colors I like black and like brown and like red and like, you know, like gold and shit. But it was like a brown gold. And like I just thought it was like so cute because I like love those colors. And like literally everybody was like, you look like you shat, and like rubbed it all over your body. Like why would you pick those colors? Like why the fuck would you pick brown to rub all over your body? Like
yeah. Yeah, I can see how
every
that
time
mishap.
I just like
You should just stick to like one color.
It's just in my head now. I'm like, I should go with like green. And like,
Well, green people would be like, oh, you got slimed. Were we on that Nickelodeon show?
Like literally, but that's so much better than like, oh, like you're rubbing. Well, like I probably would rub my period all over myself. Let's be real, but like,
Ew.
Oh god.
There's a couple of things I hate: mustard and period blood.
Oh man.
Actually, no, I love mustard. I hate ketchup.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking hate ketchup.
I smelled ketchup. What a great story. I smelled ketchup. Like
I smelled ketchup. Yeah, and
like I did that. Like I smelled that shit. Like
there's no
like,
climax or anything. There's no payoff. I just smelled ketchup.
Oh god, I smelled it a couple months ago, and it literally like as soon as I smelled it, like I puked. Like I literally puked. And I'm not like that. Like I love ketchup. Like I'm not like that. So now like I still love ketchup, but if I smell it, like I'll vomit. Like it makes no sense.
I don't like ketchup. It's sweet and it just, you know, I think when you're a little kid, your mom and your parents give you ketchup because it's got a lot of sugar in it and makes things, you know, taste good, but it really doesn't. And I hate how like ketchup tries to play it up big, like they're the number one condiment. Fuck out of here. We all know it's ranch dressing.
I do love ranch dressing. I'm so particular about everything though. Like that condiments are the one thing that like I can't always buy cheap. Like I just can't. Like I have to get
Nah, you can't cheap out on condiments.
Specific ranch, like mayonnaise and mustard, I don't care. Like, but everything else, I'm like, no. What are you doing?
Like I'm a Plotchman's man or Plotchman's mustard kind of guy. I don't know if they have Plotchman's down where you're from.
I've never heard of it. Is that like one of like the fancy ones?
Nah, it's just like a yellow mustard.
Oh, then
it's
no,
fantastic.
I've never heard of it.
You ever hear French's?
Yes.
French's sucks.
Yes.
But I like hot mustard. I don't know.
My bologna has a first name. Oscar. Sorry, that's Oscar Mayer. That's not fucking French's.
I saw the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile once on the road.
I used to have like so many like whistles and shit from like going. Like I always wanted to go. I was like, yeah, take me to the big wiener. Like I love it. Like yes. Like I don't know why. Like I was like obsessed with it. Like I used to bring bottles of mustard to school and just like in class like squirt them in my mouth. Like I fucking love mustard. Like
I like mustard and pretzel rods or like, you know, like hard pretzels. Mm-hmm. It's the shit.
I love pretzels.
Pretzels are good. Soft pretzels, hard pretzels, hot pretzels. Doesn't matter. Fantastic. True. Starbucks, the one Starbucks that was in the what was that bookstore? Barnes and Noble. They used to have like cheese stuffed pretzels. I don't know if the like standalone Starbucks have that because I don't really pay attention. So if I get Starbucks now, it's always a drive-through. So
yeah, I don't like going in Starbucks. It like literally gives me anxiety.
Oh yeah, because everybody turns and looks at you because everybody's in there using the fucking Wi-Fi. You cheap assholes. Internet packages are so cheap. And
I should have done that when I was on the road to record the podcast. Like, why did I not do that?
It would have been fun.
It would have been, like, perfect.
You could have randomly asked people, hey, do you want to be on a podcast? And then we
could have, like, set up my mic and everything.
Yeah, we could have asked them, like, dirty questions and stuff.
Oh, my God. We're doing that next time.
Yeah, but I don't know how, like, you know, people would take to that. Well, you're a girl. So.
Fuck? Like, what are you gonna do? Kick me out? Cool. Like, I'm traveling. Like, I don't care. Like,
well, they can't kick you out anymore.
They
can't kick anybody out of Starbucks anymore because they kicked out those dudes in Philadelphia at the beginning of the summer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So they won't kick anybody out. So you could probably just sit there and beat that vagina up and
you could be like, pussy. Oh, I have a really funny story about sex. It's not really about sex. It's about a dildo.
Is it one that looks like a crazy fucking dragon's dick?
No, it's a black dick.
It's a black dick.
It's a black dick.
I thought you were gonna. Oh.
It's a pipe dream king cock, black 7-inch dick.
Mm-hmm. And?
Okay, so I have to return it. Like somebody sent it to me and I was like, woohoo, like so excited. And like it says it's like made out of safe materials and shit, but like it clearly fucking is not like safe to put inside of your body. So like I'm not putting it inside my body. Like I'm garbage, but I have like some lines, you know what I mean? So like I called Amazon to ask like how to return it since it was a gift. And she was like, oh, like what is it? Like blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, like it's a pipe dream, like king cock, like dildo. And she was like, oh my gosh. Wow. Like literally just like that. Oh my gosh. Wow. And I was like, started laughing and I was like, yeah, sorry. So then like we're going into the order and like what's the name and like what's the order number and this and that. So then she's like, and can you tell me like the exact name? And I'm like, yeah, like pipe dream, king cock, 7-inch brown, like dildo. And she goes, like you can tell she like pulled it up on the screen and is like seeing a picture of it. And she just goes, wow. Oh my gosh. Like again, but so much more dramatic. And I was like, yeah, sorry.
I wish there was a way we could have recorded that.
Like
man.
I almost like grabbed my other phone to do it, but it was like too late. Like,
God, that would have been so funny.
oh my god. She's like, oh my gosh.
Hey, somebody else send Creep Queen an unsafe sex toy so she can send it back and we can record it.
Oh my god. And you could just tell it was like a little lady. Do you know what I mean? Like it was just like this little lady that was like, wow. Like
She's probably like, ah.
She was fucking traumatized.
I wonder, like, I get it that it's a sex toy and that Amazon sells it, but I wonder if now, like, because she could use that as, like, being traumatized, I wonder if she could go after the company and be like, you know, I feel like I was sexually harassed, even though, you know, it's a...
But, like, I feel like, you know, like, this is what I didn't understand. Like, Amazon literally sells everything. Like, they have a whole department for fucking sex toys. Like, you know that you sell fucking dildos. You know what I mean? It's not like you're, like, Publix, and I'm like, hey, I got this dildo. Like, you literally work at fucking, like, Amazon. Like...
Yeah, but I mean...
That's not even, like, the weirdest thing they sell. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could call and be like, hey, I got this like huge like fisting machine for my asshole. Like I just said dildo. Do you know what I mean? Like
fucking Amazon.
It's so funny. I called another company to ask if I could print nudes. Can you still hear me?
I certainly can, but you can't hear me. Aha. Aha.
I was like, yeah, like I'm just wondering like if you can print like full nude posters, right? Because I sell posters, but I've never done like a full nude one.
Right.
And she was like, let me double check. I was like, okay, like, thanks. Like, what the fuck?
So what was the answer? Yes or no?
It was, yeah. She was like, yes, but like, not like pornography, but like, we can do like nude. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like a class, if it's not like you with like 5 dicks in your pussy, probably like no. But like, if it's just like a tit, some butt cheeks, like whatever. Like,
what if it was what if you had said, well, it's a drumstick in my ass and then a tuba in my pussy or a trumpet in my pussy.
You're like, but it's really classy though. Like,
yes, I have red lipstick on. And red nail polish that classes it up.
A pearl necklace. I'm just not gonna say what kind.
Yes. And it's
so
jizz.
Funny. It was so funny. Like, I've just been like traumatizing so many people over the phone this week with like just like normal fucking questions. Like,
that's funny. That's too funny.
Anyways, pornography.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, you know, we were going to have a nice subject to talk about, and we were going to talk about pornography. And I know that people might think, hey, you kind of talked about pornography in Volume 2 when you talked about pornosexuals. Well, that's not what we're here talking about. We're not talking about people being addicted to porn. Well, we might get into that. I don't know. Well, we're just going to kind of talk about pornography in general.
Yeah.
And Creep was talking about, you know, shoving shit in her vagina with unsafe toys, so she's got to send them back. And what a good segue.
It was so funny. She's like, oh, you can't return that. I was like, no. Like, you're going to refund me. Like, I cannot put this in my vagina. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, I bet you they don't field a lot of calls about asking how to return sex toys, so you may have to cut that gal just maybe a little bit of slack.
No, but it's not that. It's that like their policy is like you cannot return sex toys, which I get because people return nasty shit, especially to Amazon. Like people will use a fucking dildo and then be like, I need to return this, and it'll come back with like spider webs and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, like that's disgusting, and like I get that. Like I get having a firm policy. Like no. Like, just no. Like, that, like, I wouldn't return, like, dirty panties. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, like,
Gotcha.
these don't fit.
Hey, let me ask
Don't
you.
mind.
if you were gonna hang out with a dude and you knew you were gonna get freaky and have sex, right? And he had sex toys. If he didn't have them pulling out of a box, would you use them? Would you let him use them on you?
If any guy had sex toys at all, I wouldn't let him use them on me. Like, no, like, absolutely not.
So even if they came from, like, right out of the box, like, oh, I never used these before.
No, because he definitely used them. Like, what do you mean? Like, even if he didn't, like, still no. Like, I need to know where it came from. Like, I need to know, like, I need the receipts. Like, no.
I need the...
Like, no. Like, I'm bringing them or, like, we're not using that. Like, what the fuck?
Gotcha.
I feel like that happened once.
To you?
Yeah, but it was like the opposite. Like one of my first boyfriend like bought me a sex toy, right? It was like a pump and a dildo.
Like a dick
and like
pump?
My
or a
next
vagina
boyfriend,
pump?
like, huh?
A vagina pump?
Yeah, it was like a pussy pump and like a vibrator like dildo thing. Like and my next boyfriend like threw them away. He was like, no, absolutely not. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. And like threw them away. Like he broke my vibrator and like threw my pump away. Like, what the fuck?
Because an ex-boyfriend gave it to you?
Yeah, because it like came from some other guy and like he doesn't know like where it's been used. I'm like, it's not going in your asshole, like it's going in my pussy. So like, what the fuck? But he like threw it away.
So why did you just lie to him and be like, oh yeah, I bought this?
I can't lie. Like
Oh.
I think we've talked about like I'm a terrible liar. Like I can't. Like I literally cannot lie.
Try to tell me a lie.
If you're like, I can't. Like I can't. Like I just get like mad weird. Like even if you ask me like, oh, like what's your natural hair color? And I'm like brunette. Like I'll still act shady about it, even though that's like I'm not even lying. Like I just act shady all the time. Like literally like all the time. Like
no, I feel you. Like sometimes like I can't tell the truth without kind of having like a shit-eating grin because like I get nervous. Like when I'm being pressed and I'm like telling the truth about something, I have a shit-eating grin, and it's like no, I just kind of like smile stupidly when I'm being like grilled about something.
Like I swear I'm not fucking lying. Like what the fuck?
I have no reason to lie about anything anymore.
Damn, me either. Like I don't give a fuck. Like
I don't give a fuck.
Did you just put this giant rock in your asshole? Like yes, the fuck I did. Like
rock.
What do you mean? Like do you know what I mean? Like why would you lie about shit? Like
well, who would put a rock in their asshole?
Who knows?
Like
maybe
a
one it
stone?
waited. Like
I don't know. That's
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. So how old were you when you first looked at porn?
We talked about this for sure, but I think I was like between like 12 and like 14 maybe, because like I used to watch it with like my best friend at the time, and we would like masturbate together, but like not together. We would just like both separately be watching porn, like touching our pussies. Like
that's a
like
hot story.
like she would be on like this like
you sit on this side of the
like,
day
I would
bed.
be on the couch and we would both just like watch porn on our laptops and like touch our vaginas.
Did you ever glance over to see what she was looking at or no?
I feel like yeah. Like it was never weird. Like it was just like, oh, like we watch porn and like touch our pussies. Like what do you mean? Like
see, like I've watched porn with my friends, but like I've never like masturbated in front of them.
Oh no, yeah,
and none of them ever had. Like I remember discovering porn and like watching it with my friends, and then like there would always be that one guy that would be like, I'm gonna go outside and smoke, but you know he'd be going upstairs
like,
to beat off real quick or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, there's always that one friend that would be like, oh, I gotta go.
Really?
There's always that dude.
That is so funny.
But then it was always like, oh yeah, we're at parties and we're gonna have like porn on in the background just to kind of set the mood for chicks. Like I know we talked about that too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
There's all sorts of porn. Did you know there's 8-track porn?
There's what?
8-track porn where it's just like audio.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Like I'm a visual and a I like to hear. Like I can't like look at pictures and beat off, but like I would have to like straight up look at porn. I can't like look at pictures. When I was younger, like when I first like at the time I'm recording this, I'm 36, but you know, when this comes out, I'll be 37. So like I'm pretty much at the last, like I'm one of the last generations where we got our porn from like magazines that we would find, you know, in our parents' room, or you know, a buddy would have it, or we would find it in a ditch. Somebody has.
You're lying.
No, we found porn magazines in the ditch before.
That's funny.
Yeah, I remember like my brother, he had came home. He had like a fucking spree or like a moped, you know. He's like, hey, down the road across the train tracks in the ditch, there's porn. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, did you get some? He's like, no, I didn't want to stop and pick any up. And I fucking rode my bike down there and grabbed some.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah. It was fucking Jenny McCarthy. I got to see her tits. I folded that up and put it other way. That was great. Showed all my pals at school.
That's so funny. Do you ever like, whenever I see like somebody, like a famous person or like whatever, like a YouTuber, like a TV person, like movie person, I always like look up like their nudes. I'll be like blah 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 nudes. Like I can't help it. Like I just want to see everybody naked. Like I don't even want to wink to it. Like I just want to see it.
It depends on who it is. You know?
I'm like, it's always gross. Like I never want to look at a dick, but I'm like, oh, like what's her pussy look like? Like let's find out. Like is that weird? Like I don't
Nah, I don't think so. Like well, I mean, I feel bad when like actresses like iCloud accounts get hacked and, you know, their personal pictures come out, but I'm not going to say I don't look at them because that would be a lie. I have.
Most of the time they're like photoshopped anyway, like clearly like not even like
not during
real.
do you remember when the fappening happened?
No.
You don't remember the fappening?
No.
Do you know what the fappening is?
No, it sounds amazing, but
All right.
no.
I'll fucking read it real quick. It's about,
What does it
okay.
say?
On August 31st, 2014, a collection of almost 500 private pictures of various celebrities, mostly women, with many containing nudity, were posted on an image board on 4chan.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of people. Fucking,
Jennifer Aniston.
I think she was on there.
She is like so beautiful. Like Jesus fuck.
Kylie
like-
Cuoco.
Oh, why does that name sound familiar?
She's the semi-attractive. I'm not really attracted to blonde, so she's the semi-attractive blonde from Big Bang Theory. She's the hot chick. Well, there's two blondes on there. The other one, Bernadette. I got her autograph from my wife on Big Bang Theory DVD.
Aww.
Well, I won it, so.
Is that the one with the little guy?
Huh?
Never mind. I've never seen it.
Is that the one with the little guy?
I think that's a different
That's
show.
Fantasy Island.
No.
D-Bane. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, the fappening.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
That kind of sucks. Like, did they do anything about it? Like, obviously, like they're famous. Like, they've got to like.
I think the people that hacked into it, I think the FBI got some of the guys. I don't know. Like, I'm trying
I feel
to.
like they would definitely like take that to court.
Well, yeah, of course. You know, I think who's that chick that plays Mystique in X-Men?
Oh,
Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm so bad with names, but yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, not the first girl that played her, Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Jennifer Lawrence played her.
Yeah, she played her in like the
I'm gonna have to watch that.
the newer ones. Yeah, she's pretty attractive, but there was nudes of her, and apparently there was, from what I'm told and what I've seen, and it looked like her, and I'm pretty sure it was her, but she was taking a load to the face, and that gave me a whole new respect for her.
Really?
Yeah, I think when girls put like this, like,
That, like, good
perceived
girl,
thing, like, oh, I'm a good girl, I'm a goody two shoes, but behind closed doors, she's like, you could jizz on my face. That's fucking awesome. Like, I like, you know, like, oh, I don't know. I just, like, girls that are prudes, man. Like, it always bugged me. Like, why are you such prudes?
It bugs me too.
Huh?
It bugs me too. I don't know why. Like, it's not my life. I really don't give a fuck. But like, why? Like,
Well, like, no, like, when I was dating girls, and just the whole prude fucking thing. It's like,
oh no, it just like bothers me in general.
my God, you have a nice ass. Let me lick your butt a little bit.
Well, we took a poll and actually it came back that they're like not a prude. So, you know.
Whatever.
People, when I first started, there would be like all kinds of people, like guys that wanted like free nudes, and I'd be like, no, they'd always be like, I'm gonna post your nudes on the internet, like I'm gonna expose you. And it's like, okay, like just Google fucking Creep Queen, like you can literally see like so many fucking nudes, like what the fuck, like
That's funny.
be like, oh, somebody leaked your nudes, like no, like who was it, like like what the fuck.
Well, I mean, to get back to porn and nudes and everything, and like like I said, back in the day, it was hard to get porn, and it was kind of embarrassing to go to the porno shop and buy porn. Here's the thing that I never understood about buying porn back in the day. Like, back in the day, I was still buying VHSs on porn. Why the fucking boxes have to be so fucking big and stupid? Is that to just, like, advertise the naked girls or the big dicks or the big tits?
Were they? I've never, like, seen one. I don't think.
They were so much bigger than a standard VHS box.
Really?
Stupid big. Like a waste of cardboard big. It was almost like the porno company purposely made the boxes bigger so they could charge, like, $70 for a porno.
I know some girls that do that. No shade. Is that like the 90s or like the 80s or like the 60s?
That's like in the 90s because DVD didn't come out until 2000, like late 90s, early 2000s. Because I bought a PlayStation 2 with DVD on it, with a DVD player. But yeah, I was still buying VHSs for a long time.
Oh, that's huge.
What?
That's like a huge cover.
Oh yeah, they were big. I think it was, like I said, just so that they could maximize the cost. Because really, you could probably get shit like that printed up so cheap, but they have put it in this big box. You know, you can't display stuff like that.
It's fucking twin cheeks. Like, instead of twin cheeks, like, I'm fucking dead. Like, that's a porn.
There was a porno that always made me laugh. It was called "My White Wife is Fucking Blackzilla."
What the fuck? What the absolute shit fuck?
Pornos have great names, but I hate porn with a big story. I hate that. Like when they got, like in the 90s, they kind of got artsy and tried to take themselves too serious.
Like, I appreciate that and I respect that. Like, if somebody's taking time to like put their creativity in it, like that, like if it's like an actual like good story, like I'm not gonna watch it and like wank, but like I respect it. Do you know what I mean? But some that just have like the stupid fucking story and like take way too long to get into it. Like I remember trying to watch a porn that was like 15 minutes fucking long, and the first like 10 minutes were like story, like, oh my god, like you're coming over, like no way, like bitch, like just suck the cock, like what the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was nothing worse than buying a porno and then the ads before the porno start were better than the porn. Oh, that happened like at least 2 or 3 times.
I can put ads on my porn? No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, you
that
could.
would be dope though.
Yeah, but it would be like, I'd be like, you know, the fucking ad for all the 1-800 numbers and all the other pornos were so much better than this.
That's so crazy.
Like, my favorite porn actress back in the day was Christy Canyon. She was my go-to back in the day.
Actually.
Yeah. They're like the first scene, like one of the first like porno movies that I remember seeing, like, and I have like vivid being like, I fucking know what I like. She was getting her box munched on by 2 chicks in like this warehouse. It was so fucking hot. I remember just like, yeah, I need to see more of this gal.
The only like Christy Canyon that comes up is like this real estate agent. No, it's like
Christy
I don't think that's it.
Canyon. Like Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Yeah, Christy Canyon. I'm not gonna have to look it up.
Like real estate agent in Frisco, Texas.
You probably have safe mode on.
No, I don't.
Type in Christy Canyon nude.
Okay, Christy Canyon porn videos.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah.
She looks like every mom's friend ever.
Yeah, and
you know
she
what
had
I mean?
big
Like that, like
tits.
just realistic. Like, oh, that's my mom's like friend. Like that's what she looks like. Like,
so did like Google image Christy Canyon nude, and then go to the, you know, obviously go to Google Images. Riveting.
What the fuck? It's the real estate agent.
Are you spelling it right?
No, it's not. It's real. But it's like, yeah, no, she's cute. She like really does look like, oh my god. This one picture.
Which one?
She looks like this YouTube girl, which is just really funny.
Well, maybe she
it's
does
her
YouTube
with like
a
a dick that's like almost gonna go into her mouth, but like it's not there yet.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
like
that's a good picture.
That's a really like just like nicely like classy photo of like her about to like suck a massive cock. Like,
I'd love to interview her.
That's actually like a really small dick, but
that's
no,
a really
like,
small
really
dick.
Boy,
that guy's gonna be bummed out if he hears that. Click that. That's a bigger dick than what you think. That guy's got some girth.
Oh no, I clicked it. I think no. Like, it's not a bad dick, but like I don't want to look at it like at all. Like,
No,
I
because
don't
I'm
wanna
busy
look
looking
it
at
ever
Christy
again.
Canyon's tits.
Let's see her pussy. She got some meat flaps. Oh, she got some meat flaps.
Yep, she was the first girl. Nina Hartley, she was another one.
Wow, I love her so much.
Nina Hartley.
Wow, we have like the same pussy.
You and Nina Hartley. Great. Now Nina Hartley's ruined for me. Thanks a lot.
What's her name?
Nina Hartley.
No, I haven't looked her up yet.
Oh, you're saying you and fucking Christy Canyon have the same pussy?
Like we have like the same pussy. Like
no.
Sorry.
Great.
Nina Hartley nudes. Ooh, let me see this bitch.
Yeah, she was always hot too.
Cute.
Even though she's blonde,
like
but
every mom's friend ever who would like your mom would like complain about. Like that's what she was. I just spit everywhere.
But not to be a dick, but Nina Hartley pre-breast job. She had like great little like A-cup titties in this one video I saw, and she was getting pounded, taking a dick like a champ. I'm like, man, that chick's hot.
I just want to see her pussy. Like, what the fuck?
How do you not see her pussy? Every single picture I'm looking at, she's holding her fucking pussy open.
They're like blurry. So it's like, is that a meat flap or like, is it a blur? Like, nobody knows. Oh, yeah, she's cute though.
Yeah, she was hot. And then obviously, as you know, you get older, you progress into the 90s chicks and Jenna Jameson being, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
But I really didn't like Jenna
like
Jameson.
A household name though.
Yeah, but like my chick at the time, she really liked Jenna Jameson, so yeah, bought a couple of Jenna Jameson pornos and
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, she's like literally like.
I think bringing porn into the bedroom's healthy for a relationship.
I think it is too.
I think a lot of girls and sometimes even guys are really like squeamish and prudish again.
Like, I definitely like. I've definitely like dated people who would like not do that. They'd be like, no, like absolutely not. Like they would like watch porn like 24/7, but like no, like you can't watch it with me. Like no, fuck no. Which probably means they were watching some like weird shit, but like whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, if you can't be
like,
honest with your
like, I really don't give a fuck. Like I don't care what you're watching. Like I just don't like.
Like, I mean, there's some things that, like, I wouldn't show to my wife, not just because it's, like, I know how she's, like all, like, some of the gross shit. Like, I would never show her one guy, one jar.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, do you think anybody masturbates to that? Like, is that a porn?
Yeah, I guarantee you there's guys that jerk off to that.
Huh.
That's for men. That's not for women.
I thought he was just, like, being, like, funny.
I don't think you do that to be funny.
Oh, I didn't know it was like a porn, like.
Well, I mean, he's filming it for some reason, whether it's for, you know, him to look at later and jerk
maybe
off
like
to.
A custom. My God.
Yeah, he's obviously doing a custom.
Like literally anything could be porn. Like,
yeah,
I could wear like a body cam and like that's porn. Like, which I think is so interesting. Like, you can literally make porn out of like anything. Like, I can cook spaghetti and like that's a porn.
Right. Well, people have like, I mean, if you
like,
can think of it more
that.
than, well, if you can think of it more than likely, it's a fetish. We've kind of,
oh, definitely,
always talked about that. But I don't know.
Sorry, I'm still like sporadic. So like, if I'm cutting you off or like changing topic, like
No,
I'm
no,
sorry. I'm like,
I just,
mentally like not really aware of it right now. Like,
I just keep looking at Nina Hartley pre-boob job.
I was gonna say that they both have like really nice tits, like that Christy Canyon girl.
Yeah.
Like she's got really nice tits, like
Mhm.
really nice tits, especially for like. I don't want to say this and it'd be like rude, but like, not all boob jobs were like great back then.
No.
Like, how do I say that like without sounding like a fucking like asshole? Like,
Well,
her tits look like really well done. Like they're just like very well done.
The silicone ones, the ones that are just like look like there was this girl that I was kind of hanging out with back when I was like 18. She had big fake tits, and they just felt really weird. And I'm like, I'm not trying to say like all fake tits feel weird because I felt really good ones, but like hers were just like, man, you put some boulders on you, and you probably didn't have the titty meat to fit those in there.
Titty meat, the fucking titty meat.
Well, she probably had little A cups, and she went to like this double D, and it's just like, man, you stretched them way too big.
Um,
And any doctor that would do that to a girl without being like, this isn't the right way, but I'll just take your money.
yeah, like
I think that
I definitely think there should be some extent of like honestly, like if you're a female and like you want something and like you want it for like the right reasons, like good, like fucking do it. Like if you want fucking like XYZ cups, like do that. Like fine if you really want that. But I definitely think the doctor should be like, are you sure?
Like there's those girls that get like those big, huge fake ones like H's or whatever, and just like these monstrous ones. And I mean, I get the appeal because I like big breasts, but what's too big? Obviously, if they're making money, then it's not big enough.
It really isn't. Because some people have natural titties that big.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like insane.
In the membrane.
Insane in the membrane. I don't know. I just like bodies.
I like
No,
bodies.
that's so shitty. Like I like female bodies. Like I just really like female bodies. Like I'm not trying to be like nasty, but like I don't like to look at dicks. Like I just don't like that.
I get that. I'm not
like I always watch like I've never watched like porn with like a guy in it. Like I always watch girl porn.
Yeah,
like even growing up.
Like that's how I've always been. I was like, I'm not like I just like, oh great, like I got to see this dude with just like this huge dick really putting it to a girl. That doesn't do anything for me. It's like so like I pretty much, if I'm watching porn, it's pretty much exclusive either like solo chick or like lesbian stuff.
Really?
Like, I can't watch dudes pound chicks. It's just yeah. When a dude's got a fucking 8-foot long dick.
And then I'm like, that would hurt. Like that doesn't like turn me on. That like makes me like want to go to the hospital. Like what the fuck? Like. I don't.
It's like you're splitting me in two, but I gotta.
Like I don't like that. Like I don't like that. Like my pussy. Like fuck. Like no. Like,
some girls do, and
like no. Like I'm like my body. Like physically. Like
well, that's
like,
you.
Like you will literally like break it. Like literally. Like I don't mind it. Like you can break it, but like I'm gonna be out of commission for a couple of days. Like.
Next time you have sex with a dude, you're like, he's gonna be like, well, you did say I could break, and he starts like hitting you in the knee with like a tire iron, fucking smashes your feet.
Like I don't mind a good pounding, but like sometimes my body's just like, no.
Yeah, mine too. It's always like, no. But I think porno definitely opens you up to being more, I guess, like sexually open to try things once you like find your kink.
Yeah. Like, you know what's really sad to me is like people that like can't express their kink. Like people who can't be like or don't feel comfortable enough to be like, this is what gets me off, like this is what I watch, like this is what I like. Like that hurts my feelings. Like that really hurts my feelings.
Like I feel like I've been always honest with my wife about like things that I've liked in bed, and she's been more than willing to oblige. You know what I mean? So, like I think if you're honest with your partner, and then if your partner makes you feel bad about your kinks and stuff like that, then that person might not be for you. And if they can't, find a happy median, then I don't know. I guess maybe it's not. If it's gonna bother you and you're gonna resent them, then. I guess I don't want to say leave the relationship, but ultimately, what do you want? Happiness or, resentment?
And then it's like, so I was talking about this the other day, but like, like if you don't have sex until you're married, like what if it sucks? Like, what do you do? Like, do you stay or like, do you go?
Should I stay or should I go? No.
Like, I don't understand. And then, like...
Well, it's the same thing of being in a bad relationship. It's like, oh, yeah, I like the good times, but the bad times really suck. It's kind of that same thing. If, like, you have a good sex life, but the relationship sucks, and then if you have a good relationship, but the sex life is shit.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
I feel like it's rare to get both now that you mention it.
Yeah. I mean...
Rare. Not impossible, just, like, rare.
Yeah. I got a pretty good hand job.
I've never given a hand job in my life. I've never done that. I think it's so stupid. But like, put it in my mouth, put it in my pussy, like, put it in my asshole. Like, why do you want it in my hand? Like, that's so stupid. Like,
sometimes it's better than nothing.
Like, I just don't get it. Like, it just, like, does not, like, things that just don't make sense to me. Like, love and hand jobs. Like, I just don't, like, understand.
You're what they call a unicorn.
Like, I don't get it. Like, if some girl gives you a hand job, are you not the whole time just thinking, like, damn, like, I wish she'd just, like, put it in her mouth already?
Yeah, but sometimes I do like seeing a hand wrapped around my dick, other than when it's not mine. It's a good feeling.
I don't know.
Well, you don't have a dick, so you don't know what it's like.
I don't know.
Well, what would you rather do? Masturbate yourself or have somebody finger you?
I'd rather just masturbate myself. Like, fingering, like, freaks me out. Like, it just,
Really?
I don't, like, think it feels, like, great. Like, you have a finger in my vagina. Like, that's just, like, a weird concept. Like,
Yeah, I guess it is kind of like a... I don't want to say open wound, but...
like, it feels like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Boy,
Like, it feels good. Like, I'm not saying, like, it doesn't feel good, but I'd rather just, like, take my vibrator, like, to my bedroom and,
yeah,
like,
I
do
guess
that.
I guess, like, the concept is kind of, weird. It's like, oh,
Like,
stick my finger in your pussy.
like, there are some people who just, like, do it really well, but, like, it's still just, like, fingers in my pussy. Like, I don't know. Like, I just, like, it's in my head. I'm like,
So what would you rather do? Have a
like,
guy work your dildo on you or have you do it yourself?
I don't like use penetration to masturbate.
Oh.
Like, for me personally, like, clit action, like, all day, but I still wouldn't want somebody to eat me out. Like, I don't like that either. Like, just fuck me or, like, get the fuck out of here and, like, I got it. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
To each their own.
Maybe that's why I don't watch, like, guy porn.
Neither do I.
Like, I don't love penetration. Like, I love penetration, obviously. Like, if we're fucking, but, like...
Double penetration.
Oh. I don't know. Is there any, like, weird porn that you like that you can, like...
Huh?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is there any weird porn, like, weird, like, taboo, like, porn that you watch
I mean, I guess
that
like
you would talk about?
like my smoking fetish thing I really like.
Mhm.
Sasha
Yeah.
Bancroft. She's still my girl.
What's her name?
Sasha Bancroft.
I look her up. I don't remember.
She's hot.
I don't remember. Oh, this bitch, because she's cute.
I want to see if it's
With,
the
like,
same.
auburn hair.
I think so. My computer's running a little bit. Not my computer,
Bancroft?
but my internet.
Oh, yeah. It's been kind of, like, wonky.
Yeah. Yeah, she went under like a different name too
Oh.
for a little bit other than Sasha Bancroft. I can't remember. But there was this hot video of her smoking and just masturbating. I'm like, damn, that one's bookmarked, been saved, downloaded, uploaded to 3 different clouds.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one where she's, like, in the bathroom?
No, that one's Sunny Leone. But yeah, that one's hot too, where she's in the bathroom dildoing herself and smoking. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's a good one too.
So, like, what do you think it's like for, like, I know in, like, certain, I don't want to say this ignorantly, but, like, in certain religions, like, you just, like, can't, like, watch porn. Like, that's, like...
No, you can't technically you can't look at porn in any religion because it's lust, and lust is wrong. And, like, masturbation is considered lust.
Like, the super, like, the ones that, like, really, like,
All of
don't
them.
like kiss before marriage and, like, don't have sex.
Mhm.
Not like, oh, like, I'm a Christian, but, like, I'm gonna fuck everybody. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. Like,
Well, no, that's not a real Christian because, like, technically a real Christian follows the Bible, saves himself for marriage, doesn't have sex, doesn't view porn,
You know what
doesn't
I'm talking
masturbate. No, I know what you're talking about. All of them are like that.
oh my God.
What, the
Oh my
Orthodox?
God. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, like, exactly which religions it is, so I'm trying to, like, not sound fucking ignorant as fuck.
Oh, well, I will.
I'm not gonna, like, call a religion out and be like, you don't do this when, like, I don't know shit about that religion. Like, that's stupid. Like,
Well, I'm pretty sure all of them have, like, no sex before marriage type of thing.
I'm gonna fucking rip my eyeballs out. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus.
I don't know why you're getting so goddamn mad.
I'm not mad. It's just
Calm
like, when
down,
I
creep.
say something and, like, somebody doesn't understand me and, like,
Well, you're not
I'm
explaining
not
yourself.
mad about it, but I'm like, what other way can I, like, say
Audience
this
is
to,
on
like,
my
make
side.
you understand me?
They like me.
Huh?
I was saying while you're talking, I'm like, the audience is on my side. They like me.
Like, I'm not mad. I just, like, want somebody to, like, understand. Like, I want you to understand. Just like I want to understand when
Okay.
somebody talks. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
I want to understand what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Fuck off.
I don't know what I'm talking
I'm
about.
gonna look it up.
Well, you can look it up, but I don't know how far you're gonna get.
I'm gonna get far.
I don't know how far I'm gonna get.
Like, nah. Never mind. What was that? Like,
That's
I
J
don't like
Rock
that. That's like so creepy.
from Trailer Park Boys. J to the ROC.
I'm dead. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, somewhat.
No, you don't. Fuck off.
Nah, I
Never fucking mind.
I don't. I don't know anything.
Like,
I want some man meat.
I hope you feel better, hun.
oh my god. If anybody out there knows what I'm talking about,
What can they do?
email us at doublepodcast@gmail.com, or you can just like send us a DM on Twitter at Double P Show, or like Instagram at Double P Podcast, or like you could just go to our website and like submit a box at like doublepodcast.com.
I really
Was I
wanted
wrong?
to.
Did I fuck up?
No, I really wanted to hit a drop, but I didn't.
What was it? Why?
I don't know.
But like, why though?
Why
Like,
that
I don't
one?
understand. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
Hi.
Oh god.
Oh, God is right.
Know what I'm talking about.
Like, fuck a guy baked. You know what I'm saying?
Oh god. Oh, I gotta show you something.
Go ahead, show me.
It's that like Heinz commercial about a hand job.
A Heinz commercial about a hand job.
Well, it was like in a different country, and he was like, "Yeah, you just like hit it like a ketchup bottle," and she was like, "Okay."
Oh, so
I'll
she was
send
hitting
it
his
to you.
dick.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
I hate ketchup.
Oh god.
If you hate ketchup, why don't you tell me about it? At Mr. Chris Steele on Twitter, that's MrKrisSteel. Or you can tell me how much you hate ketchup by dialing 231-794-2729. That's 231-794-2729. Call me and tell me about how much you hate ketchup or how much you enjoy pornography. Great, where can anybody find you to tell you how much they hate ketchup too?
Find me on creepqueen.com or follow me on Twitter at creepxqueen. I found it. I'm sending it to you.
Ugh, ketchup's gross. Now that we got all the plugs out of the way, we can sit here and jibber jabber. Jibber jibber jabber.
I'm like dizzy from like shaking my head too hard. Like I really like am so dizzy right now.
I used to headbang real hard when I used to go to concerts and shit when I had my
Do that.
dreadlocks. It was
Hey, did you
awesome.
ever have dreads?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Why?
Cool. I was just wondering. Some guy at the gas station told me I should get dreads, and I was like, probably not. And he was like, yeah, like you should do it. And I was like, first of all, do you know how much hate I would get? Second of all, like just no, like
Well, no, like, well, no. I'll let
Yes.
a joke go.
no.
I don't want to fucking, bring attention to the show with saying a joke that somebody will get upset by. Make fun of something I didn't like. Actually, you know
I'm
what?
a fan
Nobody's
of
complained.
no, never mind.
Nobody's ever complained about us, at least not to our faces.
Oh.
Nobody.
Oh yeah, no.
Nobody.
I was actually talking about that yesterday. But it almost like sounds worse to like not say something sometimes. You know what I mean? I'll be like, oh, never mind, and it sounds like way more like controversial than just like whatever I was going to say.
Folks, thank you for listening. Thank you for rating and reviewing. And thank you for being a friend.
Hello, I am your announcer, Bethany. Please remember to rate and review 5 stars on iTunes. Rating and reviewing helps out the show. Thanks for listening to the Double Penetration Podcast with your hosts, Creep and Steele.
When Creep texts Chris, she says the darndest things. Period's going crazy. Give me like 10. Bodies are weird. When Creep texts Chris, she says the darndest things.
On Demon Seed Radio Network.